Welcome to the Bo Benson Show. If you like conspiracy theories, you like what's going on in the government, you like to learn about secret societies, you like to learn about Jehovah's Witnesses, this is the perfect channel for you. Please subscribe and make a comment. Welcome to the Bo Benson Show.
Won't be quickly shaken by unfounded accusations by apostates or the media. False rumors are often spread during wartime. Brothers, this is war. We need to put up a hard fight for the faith, as if our life depended on it. Because it does.
Alright folks, I have some absolute gold for you today. I am going to share a video of someone cart crashing JWs without them knowing. Now, the image has been taken with a phone, and they are making it so they couldn't see it, so they don't know that they're being recorded. So keep that in mind while you guys watch this. It is absolutely hilarious, and the main reason I'm showing this to you guys is I want to show you Jehovah's Witness conditioning.
Morning, ladies. Good. Who y'all voting for? Donald Trump, I hope.
Yeah, actually, we vote for God's kingdom.
Yeah, which is paradise, right?
Yeah.
Paradise, same as New World Order.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, did you notice that right off the bat? Asked them a question. Who you voting for? Donald Trump. Oh yeah. Well, actually, we're voting for God's kingdom and paradise. And so she came at that. Oh, so you're voting for the New World Order. Did you notice that the witness said yes immediately? Why? Well, because they're conditioned to New World Order, New World Society, New World Translation. They are programmed. They are conditioning these people. They are conditioned that when they hear the New World Order phrasing, that they are to agree with it. You see how she did that? We know witnesses don't vote. We know witnesses don't want to vote for Donald Trump. We know witnesses don't even know what the New World Order is, right? But they don't even think about it. They have been conditioned, programmed with that terminology, that belief system, that talking points, that they don't even know or realize it because they are brainwashed. So one of the things about brainwashing people is you do the same repetitive speech over and over and over again, and you keep it monotone. That's why the organization is so monotone. That's why the Kingdom Hall meetings are the same thing over and over. If you have gone to one single Kingdom Hall meeting, you don't need to go back ever again. It is the exact same speeches with the exact same tones, with the exact same points. You only need to see it one time and you know what they're doing.
So, are you a Bible reader?
I've read the Bible many times, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it could be, some people find it really difficult to understand, especially with, the Hebrew scriptures and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really interesting, isn't it?
It is very interesting. Yeah, there's lots of scriptural writings that are very interesting.
A lot of common sense for us.
Amen.
There, don't we?
Amen.
Don't we wish that more people lived by that kind of standard?
We're definitely living in biblical times right now, are we not?
We are.
All right, did you notice this? Right off the bat, they are selling you confusion. Oh yeah, we're Bible readers, but the Bible can just be so confusing. No, it's not. The Bible says exactly what it says if you read it. The only confusing part is your interpretations that you don't know why you're interpreting the way that you're doing. So you have elaborate books and elaborate magazines and speeches that go on for hours trying to explain a point that doesn't exist in the Bible. You see, most people don't have this issue. The Bible says something and they either agree with it or they don't. They don't go around saying it's confusing. I mean, really, honestly, let's think about this. What other church organization selling point is we're confused by our own writing? I mean, honestly, what is that? Why would you even say something like that? I mean, if you think about it, it makes you look ignorant. But that's exactly what they're doing. Because for conditioning for New World Order, it is very important. So if you guys remember, do you remember when I told you guys that book? Remember the book I told you that talks about cult mind control and some of the techniques they use? Do you remember what was really important with one of the processes? Is it's extremely important that the people in the cult are confused and disoriented all the time. That's why the teachings are confusing. This is why they change their doctrine with new light constantly, is because they need to be in a position of uncomfortable with their own belief systems, because they're always changing. This is why witnesses will always tell you, well, go to the website. How on earth are you going around door to door, sitting outside places, wanting to teach your belief system, and then you tell somebody to go to a web page because you don't know what you're out there for? It makes you look like a fucking idiot. These people are idiots. I'm sorry, there's nothing else you can say about that. If I was to go to a door and say, I want to sell you a product, and I said, I'll go to the web page because I don't know anything about it, they would look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. And that's exactly what you get with this confusion. You're going to sell me the Bible by telling me that it's confusion, it's very confusing and that you don't understand it? What kind of salesperson tells me that they don't know anything about their product? They know nothing about the product that they're selling to you. Sorry, it just blows my mind, the ignorance and stupidity that people have. But this is a cult tactic, and this is why they behave this way. So remember, the confusion is part of the New World Order playbook. When you see organizations changing their opinion, not supporting it with facts, being all over the place, that is a New World Order playbook. Confusion. Remember that.
Donald Trump said it's going to be biblical. And he said he's doing away with those that wish Armageddon upon us, which are the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Well, when do you, I guess it kind of brings up the question, that would depend on what your definition of Armageddon is, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, an end to the world governments. Mm-hmm. Bringing in a one world government.
And
New World Order.
And that's what this is about, because the New World
Right,
the
I know.
government
Yeah,
that
your
yeah.
paradise is New World Order.
Yeah.
So that was absolutely perfectly delivered. Donald Trump wants to put an end to the people wanting to bring in the Armageddon. He said it. It's true. It's statements. The New World Order. You see, these people don't realize that Jehovah Witnesses, because they're in denial, they don't know that the witnesses are part of what? Everyone, when we think about it, with all these videos, we've been talking about this. The New World Order is part of the World Economic Forum. Okay? The United Nations answers to the World Economic Forum. Okay? You want to know who's in charge of Watchtower? It's very, very simple. Learn about the World Economic Forum. Who's in charge of the World Economic Forum? All right, so I don't really know how to pronounce his name correctly, but Klaus Schwab. So this is the guy who's running the World Economic Forum. So just so you guys understand, like, if you want to know who controls Watchtower, you want to know who is in charge of the governing body, who's in charge of the people who are on the board of directors for the organization, Watchtower. This is the person that's telling them what to do. This is the person who is telling the organization never to change their policies and to keep on the process that they're doing. These are the people that control the actual organization. And if you research New World Order and you look at the Masonic belief systems, you will find out that the paradise on earth goes back for a long time. This is not some new thing that the witnesses came up with. They took something that already existed, that was already being taught, that was already a belief system, and just brought it up with a new branding. That's all they did. So it's going to be real important. So now that person is walked into the trap, right? So going to start giving their opinion, and they're going to start denying what they believe and then what is reality, which you're going to see here in just a little bit. So it's so important to pay attention to how you bring things to their attention, because they have no idea that Armageddon doesn't belong to them. They, in their mind, believe Armageddon is Jehovah's Witnesses' doctrine. They have no idea it belongs to the New World Order. They don't even know that they're part of the New World Order. But a lot of them are waking up to it and are aware of it, because the more and more people are leaving the organization, the New World Order, the people who know what the New World Order is, are more and more being left, the only ones left in the organization. So you're going to see less and less deniers as time goes on.
Yeah, it's all connected to the United Nations, the founding of the country of Israel. Your founder, Russell, was instrumental in the founding of Israel. Did you know that?
Well, I don't know that
He helped.
necessarily, not the,
what you mean.
Yeah, he
founding.
helped Rothschild form the plan to take over and form the country of Israel. Didn't know he was involved in politics, did you?
Well, whatever
Yeah.
he did, it's not really our concern.
Oh,
We're
no, of
focusing
course.
on God's kingdom.
So whatever
don't
your
believe that
founder,
there's gonna
whatever
be
your
a
founder did,
one-
you don't worry about. That's what you just said,
I'm saying that we're supporting God's kingdom.
right? Which
That's
is
the
New
one.
World Order, a New World
I
Order.
don't know, when you describe the New World
Mhm.
Order, I'm not really sure what
Yeah,
you're...
so
It's
many
a
people
one
have different
one world totalitarian regime, just like.
But it's not going to be governed by people.
Oh. Okay. Well, God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Now that was delivered perfectly. You just told me that it doesn't matter what your founder does. You see the absolute reality denial. I mean, think about if Mormons said, we don't care what Joseph Smith does. Or if a Muslim said, I don't care what Allah does. Or what if born-again Christians said, I don't care what Jesus says. Think about the complete and utter idiocy of saying a statement like that. And did you know how she hit you really quick with, well, did you know what he was doing? He was really big about getting Israel their own country. So he's very, 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 very into politics, which witnesses say we're not supposed to be into politics, right? So their founder is contradicting the belief systems they have right now. Remember that confusion talk I talked about? Now let's think about the most important thing. We don't care what he was doing. What do you mean you don't care what the founder of your religion that you said that God put on this planet and specifically spoke to this person because all the others are wrong? So he started your belief system and you said it doesn't matter. Interesting, right? Now, did you notice that the younger woman, when she's talking, she doesn't know what the New World Order term is and stuff, and she's confused by what she's talking about. Well, I don't really understand what this is. So she finally caught on and started realizing and paying attention to the words, right? Because some logic started happening. Yeah, that logic. Did you notice that the older woman knew what the New World Order was, but never clarified anything? Just left it going. Well, yep, and then ended the conversation because you know what? I mean, you can't really hear what she was saying at the end there. The older woman knows what the New World Order is. That witness is a New World Order spy. That's right. So that young person probably, in my opinion, of course, doesn't know what the New World Order is. She's just a ignorant Jehovah's Witness, right? But Jehovah's Witnesses, remember, a lot of those members are actually cult members, right? Watchtower, Jehovah's Witnesses, the organization is a Masonic cult. It's a hidden society. Remember that? That's why they call themselves the society. That's why they use the term brothers. You got to understand, you have to learn, folks, what Masonic belief systems are. Learn Masonic handshakes. Learn what they are. Never talk about it with anybody. Then watch the brothers interact at the Kingdom Hall. You will see that the high-ranking brothers and elders will use Masonic handshakes to identify who are part of the Masonic hidden society within the organization itself. There are a lot of them. My family members are probably them. Your family members are probably them. Pay attention, folks. All right, so, what we saw here was delivered absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Think about what this sister did, right? What did she do? She came there, she asked questions, and then she asked for an explanation of why you support the United Nations, why you support the New World Order, and why your New World Order, right? And then the organization, why are their teachings identical? Now, that's perfect because now that little innocent little witness that doesn't know what the New World Order is may actually start to research it. And then if she does research it and then finds out that her church is a Masonic cult, well, guess what? She might wake up. Because think about how many witnesses are out here. How many witnesses realized that the organization is a Masonic cult? And once you learn that it's a Masonic cult, it takes the divinity out of it. You're done. When you research, like if we walked into the, Witness Bethel headquarters and I was with my parents and they looked at this statue, they would just go, oh, that's interesting. They would never think about researching. They would never think about where it came from. They have no idea what they're looking at. I walk into here, the first thing I would say is that statue is representing Bel. That is the ancient god Bel that's in the Bible, which does human sacrifice. And the tower is the representation of the organization. So the organization is saying and telling you that they stand behind Bel worship. Because you're a fucking idiot, you're not going to learn, you're not going to pay attention, you're not going to question, you don't even know that they're telling you what they are. But because you are so ignorant and so stupid and so fucking lazy, you're not going to pay attention. Now, you see how she's asking, talk about how I hope you're voting for Donald Trump. Guys, I know that people don't like to hear this stuff, but this is the deal. The New World Order is real. Organizations like Jehovah's Witnesses are real. They work for the World Economic Forum. Joe Biden is absolutely 100% a puppet for these people. If you don't stand up to people like Joe Biden and your voice is just silenced, you're giving Watchtower the okay. There is no difference between letting Joe Biden do it and run around free and do what he wants and then being quiet about CSA within the organization. If you do those things, you are supporting the agenda of the New World Order. That's why I ask you guys, and I hope you guys will take my warning seriously. You have to stand up to the organization. The New World Order as a whole has to be stand up to. Your vote matters. Your money matters. Don't buy companies that are associated with them. Don't buy their products. Don't vote for their people. If you think that fentanyl is okay, then by all means vote for Joe Biden. But if you think that this is bad, then don't vote for Joe Biden.
I hope you understand what I'm telling you. The New World Order and the New World Society are one and the same. They are trying to create Armageddon here and now. They want to bring suffering to you. Do you think that this behavior, that the world, no police, and that the complete and utter decay of moral authority, do you think that that benefits the word of Watchtower Or do you think that goes against the world of Watchtower? Because Watchtower says that people are going to be deprived of their moral integrity, crime and violence will be out of control, and then the new world order will come, folks.